The baseball team returned from their trips to Virginia and Connecticut. We'll tell you how they did.
And a certain men's lacrosse player scored 5 goals in their game against Plymouth State last Saturday. Stay tuned and find out who it was as Spartan Sports Weekly starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Spartan Sports Weekly. I'm Kyle Turner.
And I'm Kat Trudell, and here's what's going on in Castleton sports. The men's lacrosse team played against Plymouth State last Saturday. Halfway through the second quarter, Spartans down 4-3. Luke Titus goes beast mode and runs the length of the field. He finds Zach Davidson in front of the net, who flips it in for his second goal of the game. Then, with just 15 seconds left in the second quarter, Davidson gives the Spartans a 2-goal lead. Then, late in the fourth quarter, Nohea King finds Davidson, who gets drilled as he scores his 5th goal of the game. But the Panthers' Stephen Patch scores with 25 seconds left, and the Panthers get the win 11-10. And on a quick side note, Zach Davidson was named the NAC Men's Lacrosse Rookie of the Week for the 2nd straight week.
And the women's lacrosse team then played against Southern Maine on Sunday. And the Spartans never trailed in this game. Midway through the first half, Angelica Mazzola scores on the free position shot to put the Spartans up 4-3. Less than a minute later, Amanda Floodstrom scores on the free position shot. She had 4 goals on the day as she extends the lead to 2. Still in the first half, Amanda Floodstrom cuts to the front of the net and scores her 7th of the season. Floodstrom was also named the NAC East Player of the Week. And then in the second half, Spartans up 16-10. Corey Healy comes out of nowhere to score her 2nd goal of the game, and the Spartans go on to win it 18-10. Most siblings love to compete against one another, but for the Lesure sisters, it's a completely different story.
Were you intimidated when I came onto the team? In high school first? As a freshman?
As a freshman, no, I was excited to play with you, especially when coach had pulled you off of JV.
JV, I was really surprised that I went on to varsity.
Julie and Mariah Lesure are separated by 2 years, but that doesn't stop them from being very close sisters and even better teammates.
We actually get along really well.
Surprisingly well.
Yeah. I was alone, I was home alone for the last 3 days, and Mariah came and stayed with me because she loves me.
Whenever we have fights, they last 2 seconds and then they're over.
Yeah. I was actually really excited to play lacrosse with her because when we were in high school, my senior year especially and her sophomore year, we had a lot of fun playing together because she did end up starting.
I started going on
offense again. So when we played on the field, it was kind of like a sister connection. Whenever I got the ball, I feel like I always passed to you.
Yeah, and what coach just said, that she knew there was a connection on the field.
Yeah.
You know it's there, and it's just.
It's not a twin connection by any means.
No.
But.
Even though they are so close, the Lesure sisters do not isolate themselves from the rest of their team.
We try not to be too all about each other, just me and her. She has her own group of friends on the team, and then I have freshmen that I've become friends with. So it's we're still separate, but we're on the same team.
Yeah.
So it's when she's not there, it's not a big deal. I'm not freaking out because I'm uncomfortable or anything.
Oh, but I am.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
With Julia graduating in 2013, Mariah will be playing her final 2 years here at Castleton without her sister on the team.
I think it's gonna be just like high school, where it's more of I'll just take more of a leader role than a freshman or underclassmen. I think it'll be simple, but I'll miss her, obviously.
Even after Mariah and Julia graduate, we could still see yet another Lesure sister take the field for the Spartans in the future.
Yeah, you never know.
She wants to play softball this year, but we're trying to get her to play lacrosse.
Yeah, that's the other thing is she is a softball player.
She is an even better athlete, and I feel if she were to play lacrosse, she would go further. Probably.
She could an extraordinary athlete.
If she set her mind to it, she could definitely do that.
Unfortunately, we don't get the chance to play with Abby.
Nope.
Probably a good thing.
I always think it's a good thing. Even though I know it'd be cool, I just know she would show me up.
Yeah. The softball team traveled to New London, Connecticut for a doubleheader with the 17th ranked team in the country, Coast Guard. The Spartans lost Game 1 5-4 and Game 2 17-0. The Spartans did show signs of brilliance in the first game. Also, junior pitcher Taylor Lively was named the NAC Pitcher of the Week. Spartan Sports Weekly talked to Lively about what to expect from the Spartans this season.
I think we look really strong so far. We still have a lot of errors to work on and to work out, but I think we'll really be a contender in the NAC. I think it's getting better. Florida was rough for everyone, but we had a lot of sickness there too. So, but hopefully they'll keep improving. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people this year. We have a lot of good freshmen that are coming up. Steph, my catcher, is a freshman, and her and I are working really well together so far. So hopefully that'll continue.
The baseball team traveled to Virginia and then to Connecticut for a doubleheader with Coast Guard last weekend. The Spartans went 1-2 in Virginia and split the games with Coast Guard with a 5-4 loss and a 4-3 win. And junior middle infielder Ryan Zielinski was named the NEAC East Player of the Week. Zielinski hit .474 and leads the team with a batting average of .371.
The men's tennis team completely dominated Sage University on Tuesday, March 20th. The Spartans did not lose a match, going a perfect 9-0 in the competition.
And here's a look at the upcoming schedule. Baseball is home against Linden State for a doubleheader Saturday, March 24th at 2 p.m., then home against Norwich for a doubleheader Sunday, March 25th at 2 p.m., and again home against Colby Sawyer for a doubleheader Wednesday, March 28th at 2 p.m. Softball is also home against Skidmore for a doubleheader Saturday, March 24th at 1 p.m., then home against Casanova for a doubleheader Sunday, March 25th at 1 p.m., and again home against RPI for a doubleheader Wednesday, March 28th at 3 p.m. Men's lacrosse is home against Johnson State Saturday, March 24th at 12 p.m., then away at Hartwick Tuesday, March 27th at 3 p.m., and home against Norwich Thursday, March 29th at 7 p.m. Women's lacrosse is home against Skidmore Monday, March 26th at 4 p.m., then home against Plymouth State Thursday, March 29th at 4 p.m. And that's all we have for you on this edition of Spartan Sports Weekly.
Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter at the addresses below.
For all of us here at Spartan Sports Weekly, I'm Kyle Turner.
And I'm Kat Trudell. We'll see you in 3 weeks when we get back from break.